Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey.
Welcome to episode 36 of Bourbon Trail Tales and Tastes. We are still on our Lexington trip. It is still April 15th of 2023, and we are visiting James E. Pepper Distillery, which is pretty historic. They were our 41st distillery and our 33rd stamp on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. And we had really been looking forward to visiting them because that was the one we really knew about. Mm-hmm. We had heard about, it had a lot of press, and because it's the one that really started that whole area opening back up someone bought the property and really built it back up and started distilleries there again. So I was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, because it's the whole area, because of Pepper being back, you now have Barrel House. And then in this other building on the other side was where at first RD1 was. And now Dark Arts is
Now Dark Arts is in there, yeah. So it's pretty nifty, and it's a nice little area, and there's lots of restaurants and shops. Yeah. We found that while we were waiting for our tour there, we were able to go visit some of the shops and have a beverage, have a snack, things like that while we're waiting.
They had an ice cream place.
And they had an ice cream place that was pretty good.
We had bourbon ice cream.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
So that was really fun. And I was excited to do the tour. And what do you recall about the tour?
The tour, I remember, the thing that fascinated me the most is the look of the building is one of the old style looks. It has that huge kind of chimney, if you want to call it, that goes up.
Big smokestack.
Big smokestack. It's kind of like what you see at Old Crow. And it just has this really cool look. The inside of it was definitely a working distillery. Mm-hmm. And we got to walk around. I don't remember if we ever got to an area where they showed us mash. I'm blanking.
Yeah, no, I think we did it was the full-on distillery thing. So I think we saw aspects. They took us in this one room to start, and I don't think there was a movie. I think they had all these pictures where we could work our way around the room and look at the history of this brand and this building that had been restored. So it was the same exact property, and it went through multi-year restoration process. And so we got to see the original and compare, and they did a really good job, I felt, bringing it back as close to what it used to be. Mm-hmm. You know, and modernizing it, of course, for today's standards, but yet keeping the historical perspective, I thought was terrific.
Yes.
And then we worked our way through all the different areas of the distillery, one by one, mm-hmm. upstairs, downstairs. There's always a lot of walking.
There was up and
lots
down
of stairs, and it can be warm. Even in April, it can be warm. So just always plan for that. I always carry one of those little pop-open fans, because that seems to really help if you're in a distillery. And you always got to have an umbrella with you and a fan, depending on what it is, and a jacket in case it gets cold. So you just got to plan for any kind of weather. But it was all indoors, so that was nice. Again, I think I mentioned it in another video about Lexington. They can't store barrels on site. They can do a few, of course, for showing people and things like that. But their real rick houses are outside of Lexington because of zoning rules. So you don't actually get to go to a rick house. Yeah. But still, the urban distilleries are great because there's still everything a distillery does. You just miss out on the rick house piece, which is okay.
Yeah, and so we did the whole tour. Mm-hmm. It was really cool. Our tour guide was excellent.
Oh yeah, she was great.
We got done, and we ended up to go up and do a tasting. They had several of these 1776 bottles, but there was one, and this is actually the bottle. We were just talking this for going on camera, bringing back memories of it. Actually, I'm gonna turn that over to you, Rebecca, to talk about the specifics of this bottle, as well as how we ended up getting it.
Yeah, so we're sitting there talking. This other gentleman walked up, and we'd been doing some stuff, and he's like, I want to give you my card. And because he knew we were doing the trail, and we were getting really close to finishing the trail at this point. We're a month outside of finishing the trail. So he gave us his card, and he said, oh, did you try the special oak one? And I said, no, I don't know anything about that. I said, I didn't see it over there. He goes, oh, let me go to the back. And Wayne says, well, if you're going to the back to get it, is a distiller back there? Can he sign it? And he's like, yeah, okay. So sure enough, he went to the back, and the place was packed, by the way.
Yeah, there was a ton of people.
He didn't care. He went to the back, found the bottle for us, and had it signed. And we have not opened it until today. So Let me tell you a little bit about why this bottle is so special, and gosh, why I'm so happy that we finally opened it. So this is called Finest Kentucky Oak Bourbon. Its nickname is FKO. Classification is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey by James E. Pepper Distilling Company. The mash bill is undisclosed. However, they say they take their oldest stocks and very distinct mash bills, which do include corn, rye, malted barley, and sometimes malted rye. And that is what they're using to blend this together. It is non-age stated, but they said it is absolutely at least 4 years old, typically a little older. It is barrel proof, and this is 104.2. Now, what makes this different, probably why they call it the Finest Kentucky Oak, is it has a secondary finish of a heavily toasted barrel made from Kentucky oak that has been air seasoned at least 18 to 24 months. We purchased this at the distillery on April 15th of 2023 for $160. And I did check the website today and they were currently sold out of this. So I guess this is a hard one to keep in stock because people really like it.
Yeah, so, and they don't make a whole lot. So we feel fortunate that we even got it that day, and we're looking forward to trying it. I don't even think we tried it that day.
I think he gave us a little pour. They had an open pour at the bar, and we shared a little
That's probably why I don't remember
a little communion cup. It was enough that I said, yeah, I'll spend $160 on it. If that tells you how good it was then, but we haven't opened it until today.
And then
I'm excited.
Then him walking past a whole bunch of people to go through a door and come back out with a bottle.
And then someone else would say, hey, can I get that bottle? He goes, oh, that was our last one.
Yeah.
So I don't think they had any more, which we got something happen like that recently too. It was kind of funny, but it just goes to show if you're really nice to people, sometimes they will do things that are really nice for you. And that's not why you do nice things, but we just love meeting the people on the trail. Mm-hmm. It's really great. So
I think it's a medium amber.
Yeah, it's got a pretty color on it. It's really nice amber shade. I'm liking it.
I've got a little bit of legs for me.
Yeah, it's already formed. Let's go check out the nose. I'm wanting to see how this toasted oak is.
Oh, you can tell it's toasted.
Oh, yeah, you can. Even on the nose, I'm getting a little bit of marshmallow hint.
Yep.
I haven't had a toasted oak barrel in a long time. We were kind of on a roll with them for a while, but I can't remember the last one I tasted.
There is a vanilla and a vanilla caramel.
I think it's the marshmallow was what I'm getting. Because marshmallow has that vanilla note to it. Oh, it's really kind of confectionery.
Yeah, there's a sweetness to it. Mm-hmm. Maybe almost a nuttiness.
Yeah, I'm not quite I breathed on my glass and I'm having trouble seeing. I was enjoying the nose so much. I'm getting some really nice heavy legs on this. It's really pretty.
But it's definitely toasted, and it's really ramping up the things I'm picking up.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and just try this pepper.
To the Finest Kentucky Oak, FKO Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
It's toasty. It is marshmallow.
Oh, yeah.
If you are, I think of Bo Cumberland. We watched a friend of ours that does videos, outstanding videos about Kentucky. Mm-hmm. He is a big, big, big marshmallow guy. Oh my gosh, his head would explode.
He would love this one.
Oh, this is the marshmallow.
And it's been in the fire and it got a little burnt. Because this is a heavily toasted barrel, and you can tell it has it. You get that char note, but the confectionery of the soft, gooey marshmallow is there, and it's complementing that charness. And charness, is that a word? But anyway, the charred part of the marshmallow. Wow, it is. That's the only thing I'm getting right now in that first sip because it just kind of blew me away.
I will say this right now: if we had opened this,
we wouldn't have it today to share.
We would not have it today to share. This would have been gone.
Yeah.
This is a very pleasant surprise.
It's very special. Yeah. I'm trying to not talk about the marshmallows so I can see what else I'm getting. Not that you need anything else.
I get cinnamon on it.
And I'm getting hints of nutmeg too, because it's got that it's kind of almost a bitter cinnamon, but the nutmeg is bringing some sweetness forward. So it's almost a combo. And I do use cinnamon and nutmeg together when I'm cooking, when I'm baking. So that's one of the reasons you do. It kind of complements one another.
See, and I pick up kind of like the char notes because if I cook, there's a fire. I don't cook well. If I cook in our house, we pray after we eat. I mean, that's how I go.
Wow.
This is really good.
It's tasty. And it's interesting because often when I get this toasted marshmallow, it's kind of a sweet bourbon. I don't think this is a super sweet bourbon.
No, it is not.
It's got so many other things happening. And We have something from Neely's that has long time open air seasoned wood
Oh, yes.
for the barrels. And it gives a very different flavor profile when you've had that open air seasoned longer. And I feel like, I mean, that was 8 years. This is up to 2 years. But I feel like that's what's bringing this nuance of woodiness and a slight drying note that doesn't go too dry because of the marshmallow effect. But it keeps the marshmallow from being too sweet, I think.
Now, it is pricey, 160. You know, for myself, the question, would I buy it again at 160? I would. I think it really has flavor profiles that a lot of bourbons we have do not have. And I think it just tastes that good.
I think it's probably a special sipper because I kind of want, now that it's open, I do want to drink it now and then, but I don't want to have it in the kitchen so we grab it every day. I want to be able to savor this for a couple years to come. I think we'll probably do that. Some of our bottles, you know, as you open them, you can have a lot of open bottles until they get less than, you know, maybe get to like the third a point, they're under a half is when you have to start worrying about oxidation. And there's a couple things you can do. You can redecant them, or we've learned from Michael Veach and reading things that you can also put glass marbles in them. There's all kinds of things you can do. So you don't have to finish your bottle on purpose. You know, I mean, if you want to finish a bottle, finish it. But if you want to be able to have something around that's a special pour for special people, you can keep those bottles open for quite some time. And as long as you put the cork back on very well, you're probably gonna do fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't leave it out in the heat or and such.
We keep this room pretty cool. We don't ever have sunlight in this room. So the most light we have are the lights for the camera.
That's true. We don't have a lot of human beings in here either, or whatever, that bring their body temperature.
Yeah.
So no, seriously though, this is really good. I'm very surprised. I definitely would buy it again.
Smells so good.
Would probably, as far as buying it again, I think once we were close to being done with it, then I probably would want to go out and venture maybe finding it rather than say go buy one now. But if you don't have it, and if you're going to James E. Pepper and this is available, definitely try it.
I want to say too, it's got a really nice long finish.
Yes.
The finish is long. You get those char notes. You can tell it's in a heavily toasted barrel because it has that kind of char on it, and the cinnamon is following suit from the palate. I kind of lose the nutmeg because it goes more strictly cinnamon, but it's very long finish and it's pleasant. It's not overpowering. It's just, hey, I'm here with you. I'm kind of giving you this nice warm hug from the inside.
I'm almost getting on the back end, on the finish, a confectionery sugar, because for myself, there's cinnamon, and then there's sort of like barrel notes. And just as that's wrapping up, I'm getting a slight confectionery sugar. And that really caught me off guard when you were talking, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, she's right. And I'm like, ooh, what's this? You know, and it's almost like it's kind of played back to the beginning with the marshmallow. But it's kind of like, not exactly the marshmallow, but kind of one of the ingredients you'd figure to pick up.
It's like the end piece of the burnt piece of the marshmallow that you still know it's got sweetness sticking to it, but it's the darker, you know, charier piece is kind of how it is. Now this bottle's only been open for maybe an hour or so. It's kind of exciting, and I look forward to maybe trying it again in a couple of weeks after it's been open a bit. See how it is.
And we'll see how it is then. But I very much doubt I don't think it's going to get worse.
Oh no, because sometimes it just opens up a little bit and gets a little more. Yeah. But anyway, I like it.
So, James E. Pepper, this is an outstanding bottle, and you have a great property, and you have revived an entire area, helped create another distillery, and another place that is kind of a distillery that sells their own stuff because of what you guys set out to do. Outstanding. It's a real love piece going out there. Cheers to all of you out there. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly. And for today, grab some pepper. Believe me, you will not be displeased. Cheers.
Cheers.